This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
It's pretty remarkable that this all happened the way it did. We should mention Triple H is going to lose the Intercontinental title to Jeff Hardy on the SmackDown right after this Raw.
Yeah.
Is there thought here that the Hardys individually could be these baby faces we were looking for?
Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Jeff Hardy was earmarked that he might really be, had the potential to get over as a single baby face, spinning out of his outstanding tag team with Matt. By the way, Matt's match, I mentioned Darby Allin earlier, that Falls Count Anywhere match that Matt had with Darby on AEW that night was premium work.
Yes.
Premium work. So Matt still got a ton of gas in his tank, but Jeff was younger. He appealed more to the females, it seemed, and the younger guys. He checked his boxes also. So that was the hope of that situation. I think I don't know where this fell, Conrad, in the match he had with The Undertaker on television, where I said, climb the ladder, kid, to make yourself famous.
Right.
We've really tried hard to get Jeff over. And I think if he had his little demons running crazy in his head, that we would accomplish that. It just wasn't in the cards, unfortunately. But he got a big win and won a title, but it was short-lived.
Let my family save your family some cash. You don't need perfect credit. You don't need money out of your pocket, but we will save you money. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of how much. SaveWithConrad.com. Triple H does win the Intercontinental right back from Jeff Hardy on the next Raw. I know you've been critical of sort of flip-flopping the title around, but was this always the plan? Just, hey, let's just try it, see what happens, see if we can get a little steam on him, and then go from there?
I guess in Vince's mind, it was to give Jeff the rub. We'll get with that win on SmackDown with Triple H, but he didn't get rubbed enough. He didn't get rubbed in the right spots to make it last. So I don't know why we did that. I could have seen us having a non-finish for that first one, or something in the match ended in real controversy. But to have him win the title and then lose it back, I just never been a big fan of that. I may be wrong about this, Conrad. I believe it's half-ass lazy booking to have rematches from a Sunday night pay-per-view rematched on Mondays.
Yeah.
Now, unless the finish dictates that it makes sense, but just to get one more out of it, because we've got all this time and TV invested in it, I think that's overstated too sometimes. Well, we got all this TV time, we've got this angle, and just can't have one off. No, you can have them in the house shows. Or you could let it rest for a while and rekindle it, because the issue was never settled. So, but I've never been big on that rematches of a pay-per-view that people paid money for, and you get it for free the next night. It's just something that makes me uncomfortable, and I might be overthinking it too. I've done that. I'll do it here today too. I'll overthink something again, other than the first 20 things I've overthought already today. What do you want me to do, Conrad? I'm Red SJR. Don't fucking piss me off, God damn it. I'll take that.
Overthink why we're doing this with the Hardys if there's no planned program. Like, let's sort of reset the table a little bit. We see Hunter beat Jeff Hardy or drop the IC to him and then eat him up in the rematch. A week before that, or maybe 2 weeks before that, we saw Austin just absolutely destroy Lita with chairs. But there's no like planned program. And in fact, even when Triple H beats him up in the match here, they don't even show the finish. The shot is instead on Lita and Austin on the ramp, and you just totally miss the finish. So I'm sure Vince was having an aneurysm about that with the truck. But the idea that we're doing something with the Hardys, but it's not like the show we're building to. You and I are actually going to talk about here momentarily. It's against the Hardys. I'm having trouble connecting the dots.
Well, try working there.
Yeah.
And try and herd the chickens. I'm with you. I understand your consternation, I feel it. I felt it. I lived it. But that's just how it was. We didn't know what we wanted to do. And there's so many cooks in the kitchen. And with Vince, I think Vince obviously felt, always had real good instincts, especially in that period, regarding talent getting over or not. He's not always right, but he had, as he told me before, he said, I've got a pretty good track record, JR. We're going to go with this. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I just think we were rudderless. We didn't have creative direction. We didn't know who was going to be, who was going to be anointed, the next big thing. Sometimes I think Triple H didn't think he was over enough that he had to influence the booking to where he would win that title right back, and he would be very, very dominant in doing so. When a hell of a match and making Jeff Hardy before Jeff Hardy loses would have been the way to go, obviously, in hindsight. But I think that's just a talent that had fought his whole, look, Triple H had been sitting he never got to sit at the head table. As long as Rock and Austin were there, he's not getting a shot. Those guys are no longer, as featured. And the boys could see that no matter how hard Steve wanted to get over as a heel and try this crazy experiment and make it work, the boys could see it too. And Triple H, being one of the smarter guys ever in the locker room, booking wise, instinct wise, he knew that he was going to get a shot. I've said this all the time. He would have been a great baby face. That's what we had turned him and go full time. A good baby face. When he came back that one time after that one surgery, I think of the quad surgery in the Garden, if you remember that pop he got returning.
Huge. Unbelievable.
Yeah. People were ready to love him. Fans are ready to embrace Triple H and love him on that night. And that night would have been an amazing launching pad to make him the next big thing, baby face wise. Didn't happen.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.